Apple and Saudi Aramco are two of the most valuable companies in the world. Apple is an American multinational technology company that specializes in consumer electronics, software, and online service. Saudi Aramco is a Saudi Arabian public petroleum and natural gas company based in Dhahran. In this video, we will be comparing these two companies so as to come to a conclusion of who is the most valuable. To better understand this topic, we will do a little recap on who these companies are. Apple is an American manufacturer of personal computers, smartphones, tablet computers, computer peripherals, and computer software. It was the first successful personal computer company and the popularizer of the graphical user interface. Its headquarters are located in Cupertino, California. It was founded in April 1st, 1976 in Los Altos, California by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. They currently have products such as AirPods, Apple TV, Apple Watch, iPad, iPhone, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, iMac, Mac Mini, Mac Pro, and Mac Studio. The company operates several hundred retail stores in a number of countries, as well as the online store and iTunes store. Saudi Aramco, officially called the Saudi Arabian Oil Company, is a Saudi Arabian public petroleum and natural gas company. It operates the world's largest single hydrocarbon network, the Master Gas System. It has both the world's second largest proven crude oil reserves at more than 270 billion barrels and largest daily oil production of all oil-producing companies. It is the single greatest contributor to global carbon emissions of any company in the world since 1965. In this video, we'll be doing a detailed comparison of these two companies based on 6 items: assets, market capitalization, revenue, operating income, enterprise value, and total equity. 1. Assets. The balance sheet of a company breaks down into its assets, that is, what it owns, liabilities, that is, what it owes, and its shareholders' equity, that is, the money that belongs to the shareholders after paying off all liabilities. The total of a company's assets is equal to the sum of its shareholders' equity plus its liabilities. In the case of Apple, its total assets for the quarter ending June 30, 2022 were $336.309 billion, noticing a 1.96% increase year over year. At the end of its financial year in 2021, its total assets were $351.002 billion, noticing a 8.37% increase from 2020. As for Saudi Aramco, at the end of its financial year in 2021, its total assets were $510.3 billion, and as of 2022, $400.4 billion. 2. Market capitalization. Market capitalization is the total market value to buy the whole company. It is equal to the share price times the number of shares outstanding. As of August 2022, Apple has a market capitalization of $2.650 trillion, with its shares price being $164.92. This, however, noticed a decrease from 2021 by 8.66%, which was $2.901 trillion. Meanwhile, as of August 2022, Saudi Aramco has a market capitalization of $2.329 trillion. Saudi Aramco yearly market capitalization increased by 22.09% from $1.908 trillion in 2021 to $2.329 trillion in 2022. It also declined by 7.07% from $2.053 trillion in 2020 to $1.908 trillion in 2021. 3. Revenue. Revenue is the amount of money a company receives from its customers in exchange for the sales of goods or services. Revenue is the top-line item on an income statement form, which all costs and expenses are subtracted to arrive at net income. Apple's revenue for the quarter ending June 30, 2022 was $82.959 billion, which signifies a 1.87% increase year over year. Apple revenue for the 12 months ending in June 30, 2022 was $387.542 billion, signifying a 11.63% increase year over year. Its annual revenue for 2021 was $365.817 billion, a 33.26% increase from 2020. Meanwhile, according to Saudi Aramco's latest financial reports, the company's current revenue as of 2020 is $393.92 billion. In 2021, the company made a revenue of $341.92 billion, a 51.52% increase over the year 2020 revenue that were $225.66 billion. 4. Operating income. Operating income is the profit of a company earned through operations. All expenses, including cash expenses such as cost of goods sold, research and development, wages, and non-cash expenses such as depreciation, depletion, and amortization, have been deducted from the sales. Apple's operating income as of 2021 was $108.95 billion, while Saudi Aramco's operating income rose up to $205.844 billion in 2021. 5. Enterprise value. Enterprise value is a theoretical takeover price. It is more comprehensive than market capitalization, which only includes common equity. Enterprise value is calculated as the market capitalization plus debt and minority interest and preferred shares minus total cash, cash equivalents, and marketable securities. Apple's enterprise value as of today is $2.73 trillion, while oil giant Saudi Aramco's enterprise value is at $2.43 trillion. 6. Total equity. Equity is ownership of assets that may have debts or other liabilities attached to them. Equity is measured for accounting purposes by subtracting liabilities from the value of the assets. Apple total equity noticed a decline to $63.09 billion in 2021, while Saudi Aramco total equity significantly increased to $576.718 billion in 2021. As of 2021, Apple recorded a number of 154,000 employees, with its subsidiaries being Beats Electronics, Bedits, Bourbon Capitals, Claris, Drive.ai, and Infinite Technologies. As of 2020, Saudi Aramco recorded a number of 66,800 employees, with its subsidiaries being SABIC, Petrorabig, Sartod, Aramco Trading, Yambu, Yasrev, Sasrev, S-Oil, Lubaref, Arrow Drilling, Southrob Alkali, Pengerang Refining Company, and the International Maritime Industries. With a market capitalization of $2.65 trillion as of August 2022, Apple is the world's largest company in 2022. Rounding out the top 5 are some of the world's most recognized brands: Saudi Aramco, Microsoft, Alphabet, which was formerly known as Google, and Amazon. Even though Saudi Aramco briefly surpassed Apple as the world's most valuable company in May, Apple has bounced back to being number 1 due to the data from its market capitalization. Remember to subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos and updates, and make sure to turn on post notifications button to get notified whenever we post a new video.